Welcome to sheWIND,
the show where I pick the movie,
and I tell you what happens.
Kinda. Today we're going to be watching the 1987 classic Robocop. Have you seen Robocop?
Nope.
Well, I absolutely love this movie. This is back in the time where they directed rated R movies towards kids. They had video games, a whole toy line, all that stuff. Now, if you had to guess, what would you say Robocop is about?
A robotic cop.
Yep, that's about right. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think he's going to be fighting?
Crime and bad guys.
Yep, that's about perfect. I don't even think we have to watch this. I think you got the whole plot down.
Well, that guy's dead. He's Robocop now. She's like, I know who that is. He did the twirl. Where's his family? He never found his family.
So we just finished watching Robocop. What'd you think?
Actually better than I thought.
Really? You enjoyed it?
I wouldn't go that far.
Can't go that far, right?
No.
Okay. Well, you didn't like it, but at least it was better than you thought it was going to be.
It wasn't a Nicholas Sparks movie.
A Nicholas Sparks movie. That's your level.
That's the level.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to Nicholas Sparks.
It was a 2.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe 1.5.
1.5. Oh, man, it's not great, is it?
No.
Okay, so tell us what happened.
So at the beginning of the movie, they're like over a city at nighttime.
Okay.
And then they zoom into a news break.
News break.
Like, this is CNN.
Okay.
But it's not called that. It has people's faces, like the Brady Bunch, where it shows all those faces in the windows.
Okay.
And it has people's faces, and then they talk about something going on in some country, one of those foreign places.
What place was it?
I thought they said, like, Prehistoria.
Prehistoria, okay.
Okay, so then they had Prehistoria. Then they talked about what I think the main movie is going to be about, which is how the OCD is going to team up with the police. The
OCD?
Yeah.
What does OCD stand for?
Omni Corporation Detention Force.
Okay.
Because at first I thought they were going to have 2 letters, but then they were worried about branding rights, copying the OC.
The OC?
Yeah.
What's the OC?
That show on MTV that copied The Hills with Lauren.
Lauren?
Yeah. That now has her own fashion and perfume line.
From the OC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was ex-BFFs with Heidi, who's dating Spencer. I think they got married.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've really got to catch up on this. Anyway, so they had the OCDs are going to train up with the police force in Detroit, which has a lot of crime.
Okay.
I think they called it Old Detroit, which I don't know what that means because I don't know if there's a new Detroit. I don't really know.
Okay.
Oh, they said there was going to be New Detroit.
Oh.
They built New Detroit and it was all white.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's covered in snow because it snows a lot there. I don't really know.
But there's Old Detroit.
And then there's New Detroit.
Which is white.
White.
Got it.
They built a model of it.
Oh.
So they had a meeting, the people in the suits.
Okay.
They had very stereotypical names like Dick, Joe, Bob, maybe one was Steve.
Okay.
They had very stereotypical names. So they all are in this business meeting. And the old man came in, and when he sat down, everybody sat down.
Okay.
And then the one was running the meeting. I think that one, he was one of those people. Bob, Dick, one of those people.
Okay.
So he was running the meeting, and he said, I'm going to introduce my Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't called that. It was called something else, like Mr. Monster.
Mr. Monster.
So Mr. Monster, but I'm going to call him Big Hero 6.
Okay.
So Big Hero 6 comes in, and Big Hero 6 is supposed to be the latest and greatest invention that's going to help save the city from crime. Only they just built him, so he really sucks.
Oh, no.
So they pick one of their guys, Steve.
Steve.
So Steve gets up and gets a gun, and then the guy says, I order you to put your gun down. So he puts the gun down, But then he didn't hear the gun or see the gun get put down. So he shoots him and blows his brains out and blood goes everywhere.
Oh my
goodness. And the guy lands on top of New Detroit, which totally, of course, stains it. And then I thought, well, they probably can't even clean it because blood stains.
Yeah.
So then those people have to build a new bottle of New Detroit.
Okay.
Which the movie never shows.
Oh.
So then the old guy talks to one of the other people, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, hey, I know how to fix it. Big Hero 6 is not the answer. Robocop is the answer.
Robocop.
So I was like, oh, that's the real Robocop. Because then it takes you to the police force where you have the Sergeant Smith.
Sergeant Smith.
And Sergeant Smith is running the police force, and a guy just died.
Okay.
And then there's a new guy who comes from another department.
Okay, and what's his name?
His name is Mike.
Mike.
And he is getting partnered up with a lady.
What's her name?
Sally.
Sally and Mike.
And so she comes in and she's beating up this offendant. This person that she got in trouble, this suspect. And she's supposed to be all cool and all badass and everything. And then she's got short hair. And then she's like, oh, this is your partner, Mike. And he's like, oh, hey, Sally. And she's like, hey, I've got bubble gum. And then they get in the car. And she's like, I'll drive. And then Mike's like, no, I'll drive. But then Sally drove right after. So, whatevs. So then they go to this warehouse.
A warehouse.
And they have all these suspects, which are the main suspects in the movie.
Okay.
Their names are, it reminds me of that other movie, where the people were all colors, like Mr. Pink.
Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Okay.
So, I don't remember their names, so I'm just going to call them those names.
Okay, so there's
Mr. Pink, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, and Mr. Black.
Okay.
Okay, so there's all those people, and then they all ambush Mike.
Okay.
And they shoot him. And so everybody thinks that Mike dies.
Oh, no.
And then, I don't even know how, but Mike becomes Robocop.
Oh, wow, he transforms?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And they give him all these instructions, like the 10 Commandments.
Okay, what are those instructions? Are they the 10 Commandments?
No, I think they gave him 5.
Okay, what were the 5?
5 commandments. Thou shalt stop crime.
Okay, 1.
Thou shalt kill bad guys.
2.
Thou shalt not speed.
Okay, that's 3.
Thou shalt not kill members of the police force.
Okay, that's 4.
That's all I remember.
Okay, perfect.
So then he goes out immediately and he stops crime, and he's doing a really good job.
Is he?
So he stops a store getting robbed. Oh, there was this situation that he stopped of the president.
The president?
Yeah, there's a situation with the president. The president was a hostage.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And he saved the president?
Yep, he saved the president.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then he was sleeping.
Robocop.
Was sleeping.
Okay.
And he had a core memory from Inside Out.
Okay.
This was before Inside Out's time, but this could be where Inside Out got its start.
It's inspiration.
Yes, from Robocop.
Okay.
We should ask them.
Okay.
So he had a core memory from when he got shot. So he immediately got up and he started leaving. But I guess he wasn't supposed to leave without permission. Kind of like when you're a kid in school and you have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom or leave your seat or sharpen your pencil. Kind of like that. So then they were yelling, stop, 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 stop. And then he didn't stop. So they were all worried about him. And then he was trying to find them. So he tracked down Mr. Blonde.
Okay.
But he didn't kill him. Which I thought was really bizarre because I would have killed him. But he was really trying to find Mr. Pink.
Okay.
But it turned out that Mr. Pink was hired by the number 2 person from the OCDs.
Oh, no.
to kill the number 3 person.
Oh my God!
So he did that.
Mr. Pink did.
Yep.
Okay. Then what happened?
Robocop found Mr. Pink back at the warehouse.
Oh, okay.
But he arrested Mr. Pink and he threw him into the station.
Oh, okay.
So then he goes to see the number 2 of the company. But when he tried to arrest him, then like it wouldn't let him.
Why not?
Because the police was like tied with the company. I guess that was like his commandment number 3.
Okay.
So he couldn't arrest him. So then number 2 of the company called out Big Hero 6. And Big Hero 6 was starting to fight him. But the Big Hero 6 had an arch nemesis of stairs.
Upstairs.
Because he couldn't go down the stairs. He just laid on his back like a turtle when it gets flipped over.
Oh, no.
So Robocop escaped that battle. And then when he got to the parking lot, for some reason, I don't really understand this part, all the police force swarmed in on him and fired at Robocop. But then partner Sally saved him. But then Mr. Pink found him. And he had these humongous like cannon guns.
Okay.
And that he had gotten from the number 2 at the company.
Okay.
And so they went to go kill Robocop.
Okay.
So they had this big battle, and then one of the people, Mr. Blonde, fell into toxic waste and became like this weird, ugly monster.
Oh, jeez.
And then Mr. Pink flipped his car over, and then he and Robocop both like stabbed each other with like this big long spear.
Okay.
And then Robocop never found his family.
Thanks for watching sheWIND.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
See you next time.